Hello, everyone, and welcome to Evolve Yourself TV. I am Agni James. You should know that by now. Everyone should know that by now. Oh, look who just pops in right here. Look who's here right away. Ann Fernal. Everyone should go check out Ann Fernal. Everyone should know who Ann Fernal is. Ann is a friend and an excellent streamer here on Twitch. She does a lot of gaming. She does crafting. She's very crafty. She's a crafty person. And she's from Ecuador, which means she's exotic. Anyone from anywhere outside the U.S. is exotic to me. So, Ann, how's it going? What's new in your world? I just got back from a wonderful guided meditation, actually over at Inspiritus Alchemy. That's always a pleasure. Oh my God! And JT Farms is here too. My channel shaman is here to regulate all the energy in here. So. You better be on your best behavior. You never know what's going to happen when JT Farms is in town. JT, what's new with you? What's going on with you? How's everything in your world? And you say everything is all right. Thank you. Just came back from having a milkshake with your father. Nice. So still very cool for your energy. Yeah, dude, milkshakes are great. That's awesome. That's badass. I haven't had a milkshake in a while. Now you're making me think of that. I kind of want one right now. But I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it because I'm trying to be healthy. I'm being a healthy human being. I'm trying to fight against it, but it does sound good. Maybe I'll have one anyway. All right. Oh yeah, my trip. That's right. So this is good. And you might not know this. I don't know if you know this or not. I think I might have told you in passing. But anyways, one of my friends owns an island, literally owns a fucking island. It's incredible. It's a 15-acre island on the Rock River in Byron, Illinois. And I rent it out from him every year for 2 weekends. And a bunch of us all go there and we construct a gigantic effigy and burn the fucker to the ground. We commune with nature. We have a tree where we honor the dead. We paint rocks with like people's names who mean a lot to us, and we honor the dead. And we party. We party a lot for the weekend. So yeah, it's great. It's just great to be able to go to a place outside in nature where you can be totally free. You don't have to worry about anything. You can just be as you were created, right? You don't have to worry about your neighbor thinking it's weird that you're lying in the grass or something, right? And you say, you think I did that last year? Yeah, well, I do this every year. I've been doing it since 2011. Every year we go out there at least once, sometimes twice. And it's always a lot of fun. I got a bunch of photos and videos that I got to sort through, but I'll be posting some stuff. I'll post some stuff in Discord, Facebook. I'll be posting stuff all around. K-Rob is here. Yes, and K-Rob was there. It was a great time. Yeah. She's backing me up on this because she actually got to experience it. She actually got to experience it live. And if you ever come to Chicago from Ecuador, come when I'm doing the island trip, and you'll be able to experience it as well. JT, I've been trying to get you out here to Chicago for years. You just keep refusing. You keep denying me, JT. But one of these days, you're gonna come to Chicago. You're gonna come visit good old Agni, and we're gonna go to the island. We're gonna go to the island and have so much fun. It's gonna be incredible. I mean, the fire was raging this year, right? We took 2 trees and dug them, 2 dead trees, and we dug them in, and then we filled the middle with just tons and tons of wood. The island caretaker also goes out and like chops up trees for us, with like a chainsaw. And then he just piles all the wood onto a tractor and brings it in and dumps it into the fire pit, and we have these amazing fires. It was pretty badass, and no one got hurt, which is always important. Everyone survived, and there was no major drama. This was actually one of the smooth. K-Rob, wouldn't you say this is one of the smoother trips? I think this is definitely one of the smoother island trips. Normally someone like it gets too close to gasoline with a lighter or something, and burns himself a little bit, or like someone does something drunk and stupid, and gets twist their ankle. But this year there were no major injuries, so that's always good. Yeah, we did a lot of swimming. The weather was nice, so we did some swimming and had a great time. So yeah, that's what we've been doing. And you said I think I streamed it last year. Yes, I streamed parts of it. I think I streamed the effigy last year, the burning of the effigy. This year I didn't. I wanted to be more immersed in the actual feeling of the situation and less of an observer. I figured, what, there's plenty of footage that's being taken. I can always go and check that out later. So that's what's been going on. JT, how's the pain in the hands, and how's your vision? Can you see again? Can you see? I know you got the new contacts, so I'm assuming you still can. Everything's still good. But what's going on with the tendonitis and the pain? And K Rob, what's going on with you? Have you recovered? Have you fully recovered from the island adventure? Are you feeling good? Are you feeling ready for another one? We're gonna do another one, by the way, the weekend after Labor Day. So mark your calendar, K Rob and JT and Ann. If you want in, you better tell me now. I vet people pretty intensely, for the island trip. But you two, I think I can let you two in. Let's see, JT, you say you're doing good. You might go back to work soon if you still have a job. We'll see. Well, I hope that's the case. I hope you'll be able to do it if it's the right thing, right? If it's not the right thing, then don't do it, right? I know you said it was aggravating some of the pain in your hands, so. If that's the case, then you're gonna have to find something else. I gotta close this door because I think my cat's getting loud. Give me 1 second. All right. Yeah, my cat. I think my cat thinks I'm fucked up because she sees me and you're like just talking to like what appears to be myself, right? So she's then gets very concerned and sits in the door and kind of gives me a very judgmental look, and I don't like when people give me judgmental looks. It kind of makes me upset. So. So yeah, anyways, and by the way, if you're new here, my name is Agni James, and I primarily do guided meditations here. I also have a master's in philosophy, so we do philosophy talks from time to time. We do chakra balancing, and I'm a chess instructor, IRL, so we do chess streams. Tonight's going to be a chill stream. We're just going to do some guided meditation after a little bit of conversation, and that's it. I started teaching a chess camp today, which was pretty cool. And I have the advanced group, which is always way better. And this is a cool camp because it's 3 hours a day, Monday through Friday. So it's not typically when I teach a class, it's like a 1 hour class, and then we have to wait a week. And then the kids come back and like have forgotten, 95% of what I taught them. So then I got to teach them all that stuff again, and then they come back a week later. I teach them for another hour, and it's not smooth, right? A Monday through Friday camp is pretty badass, right? Especially 3 hours. I can really dive in and teach them some more of the advanced concepts and strategy involved in chess, right? Because if you're not doing it, it's like with anything, right? If you do anything just like 1 hour a week, you're not gonna really retain a lot of it. But if you're immersed 3 hours a day for 5 days in a row, you're gonna pick something up. Retheus, hey, good to see you, friend. How you doing? It's been a while. You say, hey everyone, hope you're all having wonderful evenings. Yeah. I was just talking about the island trip that I go on a little while ago. So I know a guy who owns an island. One of my friends owns a 15-acre island not too far from me on the Rock River. And so I rent it out from him a couple times every year, and me and a bunch of friends go out there and have a good time. We have a whole island to ourselves. It's not very often when you can say that, when you literally have a whole island to yourself. You don't have to worry about any outside forces, right? So that's a cool feeling. And I did that this weekend. I got back last night. And, it was a lot of fun. The highlight for me is always the effigy. We construct this gigantic effigy, and then we burn it to the ground, and it's a pretty awesome fire. The flames were getting really high this year, and I don't know. They might have burnt some of the lower leaves on one of the trees up there. I hope it didn't burn it too bad, but we'll see. All right, so cool. Retheus, you say you love the Leviathan symbol on my shirt. Oh, thanks. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, this is the shirt, right? I dig this shirt. I like the pattern. To be honest, I don't know all the meaning and whatnot behind it. I just know that it's a pretty fucking badass looking shirt, and I wanted to wear it. I wanted to have it on my body, so I bought it. Sometimes people are like really intense about like what they wear, right? They need to like know. Every single symbol and what and all the meanings and manifestations and representations. I'm like, dude, that's a cool fucking shirt. I want that, right? But yeah, thank you though. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Let's see. Retheus, how you been lately? What's been going on with you these days? I'm always interested when someone pops in who I haven't heard from in a while. And K Rob, are you coming to the next island trip? You made it to one. Are you going to make it to both this year? That would be pretty cool. Retheus, you're pretty good. Awesome. Good. Well, good to hear, man. I'm glad that things are going well with you. I hope it continues that way, right? And K-Rob, you say if you can. Yeah, I know. As K Rob can attest, when you have a young child, it requires a lot of work, and you can't always just take off and go camping. You have to do things like find someone to watch your child, right? You can't just be like, hey kid, behave and cook and clean and feed yourself for like the next 3 days, and I'll be back in 3 days, right? You can't do that when you have a young one, right? Yeah, I know with autism too, right? Yeah, it's much more challenging in your case. So yeah, if you can find someone to watch them, and if you can get the time off work, that would be cool. You're always welcome, you know that. Reethies, you say, let's see, you had to go to a dermatologist today, but that resulted in the thing being, nothing to worry about. Cool. So there was maybe a slight scare or something, and then it turned out it was nothing. That's awesome. That's awesome news. Yeah, it's always really crazy, right? When you have something going on with your body and you're like, oh no, what's going to happen? And then you go into the doctor and they're like, oh, okay, don't worry, everything's all right. That's like all, it always makes you feel really good, right? Or sometimes you're like, oh my God, there's something crazy going on. You go into the doctor and they're like, all right, it's actually worse than you thought. And that is not a good feeling, right? I think a lot of it has to do with just the unexpectedness of the situation. Right? You never know what's going to happen when you go into the doctor and they run those tests, right? Usually things are okay, but sometimes they're not, right? K Rob, you say you want to, and it depends on if you can get a babysitter. Yeah. Well, you know what? I would love to have you to the next island trip. It was a lot of fun hanging out with you at this island trip. We partied, we hung out, we burned a lot of things together. And no one's camping chair got thrown in the fire this year. I'm sure Jeff was very happy that his camping chair. So one of my other friends once threw one of my friend's chairs in the fire because he thought it was funny. That it resulted in a little bit of conflict, just a little bit, And then another friend threw this guy's tent in the fire. And that was even worse. He thought the tent was the dude didn't wrap up his tent. He just brought it kind of like this to the island, and then he had it by the campfire. And the other guy was drunk and was like, hey, look at all this garbage. And he literally threw the dude's tent in the fire. And then the dude was like, what's going on here, man? Where am I going to sleep? What the fuck? But I will say this, it burned really cool for a short period of time. I don't know if any of you have ever thrown a tent in the fire, man. It's kind of interesting to see what happens. All right. Okay, we're getting a little ridiculous. Does anyone have anything to say before we hop into some meditation, or should we get on with the show? Okay, number one piece of advice: do not throw your friends' camping chairs and or tents in the fire. If you do, they'll probably be upset with you for quite some time. Luckily, no one ever got thrown in the fire, no one's body. That would have been probably worse. It would have been a lot of paperwork to deal with, and I would have, lost someone dear to me. So that never happened though, so that's kind of cool. Yeah. All right, let's do some fucking meditation. All right. So I always come out here and I'm full of energy, full of life, full of intensity. I'm getting people pumped up. I'm like playing that flute, right? And whatever that fairy tale is, and everyone's coming by and like, hey, Agni, what's up? We want to hang with you, right? And then we slow things down and go within to the place of perfect love and oneness in our hearts. Find a comfortable seated position. You can sit on the floor in lotus pose. You can sit cross-legged. Or you can sit in a chair. The main thing is to find a position that is comfortable for you. And then gently close your eyes and take a few slow, deep breaths on your own. I have a Buddhist chant that I play that has a chime that rings every 2 seconds. And you can use it to help regulate your breath counts. So take a few more slow and deep breaths on your own while maintaining good posture. Inhale through your nose, gently raising your belly. Exhale through your mouth, gently lowering your belly. Breathe in through your nose, slowly raising your abdomen. Breathe out through your mouth, slowly lowering your abdomen. Stay focused on your breath. Inhale, raising your belly. Exhale, lowering your belly. Breathe in, raising your abdomen. Breathe out, lowering your abdomen. Keep your attention on your breath count. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your breath calms your body, and your body calms your mind. Be mindful of your breath count. Visualize yourself sitting on the tallest mountain peak. Watching the clouds float through the sky beneath you. Two clouds stretch apart, dividing into four. And four clouds come together, merging into one. These clouds float through the sky before disappearing over the horizon. These clouds are like your thoughts. Thoughts come into being and exist for a while in conscious awareness before disappearing from your mind. That is the nature of human thought. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all that is of no benefit to you. Keep your attention on your breathing. When thoughts arise in your mind, picture them as clouds floating through the sky before disappearing from your mind, and return your awareness to your breath count. Your essence is love. Your love is manifested as light. Your purpose is to shine your light on others. Awakening their own inner light within them. So they may shine their light on all whom they encounter. Until all of humanity is glowing radiantly as one once again. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego which obscures your third eye sight. Keep your attention on your breathing. When thoughts arise in your mind, visualize them as clouds floating through the sky before disappearing over the horizon. And return your focus to your breathing. On your next breath, travel down beneath the level of conscious awareness. Go to the region of your heart chakra. Feel the love emanating from this location. And the peace which accompanies this love. Experience the joy flowing from here. Embracing the warmth which accompanies it. In this place, you reside in a state of perfect monism. In this location, all is one. Division and separation cannot enter here. For that which is eternally one can never be split into two. Fear of any kind is not welcome here. For that which is eternally filled with love can contain nothing else. Allow yourself to reside here for a few moments longer. Experiencing the bliss of perfect oneness. Allow yourself to sit here a little longer. Remembering that this is your eternal home. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that is of no benefit to you. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego which hinders your evolution. Keep focused on your breathing. When thoughts arise in your mind, release them and return to your breath count. On your next breath, travel all the way down to where your essence flows the strongest. Down to your center point. Feel the perfect love swirling in this location. Flowing all the way from the source of creation. Stay focused on your center point. noticing any sensations you feel here. Keep your awareness on your center. And when you're ready, travel through. I'll see you on the other side. Here, at your center point, you remember your true identity. At your center, you recall how you came to be. Here, at your center point, you remember your divine purpose. To help others remember their own internal love and light. By identifying with the perfect light within you, and seeing that same light in them. Helping them remember they are eternal. And that all this pain is an illusion. Focus on your perfect love. For this is your eternal home. Let your light expand, filling your body. Healing every cell in this vessel. Give yourself permission to be forgiven. For at your core, you are perfection. Perfect love flowing eternally from the source of all creation. Perfect oneness with all. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all that is of no benefit to you. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all stress and tension from your body. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all fear from your mind. Gently open your eyes, returning to the present moment, bringing with you the peace from this meditation throughout the remainder of your day. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing this sacred space with me. I am honored and humbled to be here with you as your meditation guide. I hope you each got something out of this meditation. I hope you feel more peaceful and relaxed, more centered and grounded, more joyful and kind. And most importantly, I hope you're able to take the peace and love from this meditation with you out into the external world and share it with all of those whom you encounter. Namaste. All right. That was a 35-minute and 37-second meditation, which is great. It's a great amount of time to meditate. How was that for everyone? For me, it was really good. I needed that. Sometimes we need meditation. Sometimes not so much, but it's always a useful tool. Let's see. Ignorant. Hey, man, you said you loved it. I like the heart, man. I appreciate your support, Ignorant. And let's see. JT, you say it's like being suspended in Jello. So chill right now. Wonderful. All right. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, JT. You're someone I care about, and I'm glad you were able to derive some benefit from this meditation and other meditations that you've done. So that's really, really cool. Keep up with your practice. You're doing the work. At the end of the day, you're putting in the time. You're doing the work, and that's what matters. So I'm proud of you. I'm proud of how far you've come in just the time I've known you. It's pretty awesome. All right, Miss Suspended in Jello. I think we are going to wrap things up. Yeah, every morning, I know. You do it every morning, and then you get double doses too at night sometimes when I stream, or you do it on your own at night. It's pretty awesome. You were not that way when I first met you. You were definitely not so consistent in your meditation practice, right? I remember walking you through a guided meditation on the phone at one time. It was quite different for you. Okay, raid call. JT Farms. Who are we going to raid tonight? I'm digging these shorter meditation streams. Just hopping in for about an hour or less, doing the work, and then hopping out. It's a nice way of doing it, Yeah, it's straight to the point, right? It's like, okay, come here, let's do some work, right? And here's the thing, JT. What I ask for is not easy. It's easy to go to someone's stream and watch them play a game for, a couple hours, right? That's easy, right? What I require a lot out of people that come to my community, right? I require that you come here and actually experience the meditation and do the work. I'm asking a lot, but it's you're going to derive a lot more benefit from my stream than just zoning out watching Artosis play StarCraft, right? So yeah, that's just how it is. It is worth it. Thank you, JT. But most people aren't willing to do the work, but those who are will derive the benefit, and that's just how it always is. It's like anything in life, right? If you put in the work, you will derive much more benefit, and you'll appreciate it more than if you just zone out, right? All right, let's see who's out there in the Twitch world. Let's see who is out there in the Twitch world. Oh, perfect. All right. Good old buddy, Imbalanced Physique. He is doing tarot tonight. Well, that's a perfect person to raid. We will raid some tarot. Hey, Noger's here, man. Good to see you, friend. Big shout out to my buddy Noger from New York City. He thinks he knows something about pizza, but people can be delusional, and I'm not gonna try to change anyone. Everyone's entitled to their delusions. Anyways, Noger is a philosophy streamer here on Twitch. He does something that no one else does, and he is a tenacious motherfucker, let me tell you. This guy has read something like 450, 460 philosophical journal articles on Twitch. He comes into the heart of gaming and toxicity and is like, hey motherfuckers, here's some academic philosophy. What do you got to say about that? First he was like, all right, here's a little Minesweeper, right? And then he's like, now I gotta spread some analytic philosophy. I'm done with the Minesweeper game. By the way, do you still play? Are you still into Minesweeper? I don't know. I never hear you talk about it anymore. Anyways, check him out. Drop him a follow. He's a good dude. I feel like if he grew up in Chicago, we'd be hanging out a lot. We'd probably be hanging out, talking philosophy. Engaging in chess wars and chess battles. Obviously, you say you haven't played in a bit, but you want to get back to it. All right, cool. Yeah. We all have our games, right? We all have the games that we play. Guess what I am going to download probably right after this. Well, probably not right after the stream because I got to get up early tomorrow. But guess what I'm going to get tomorrow? Diablo 4. Diablo 4. It's about fucking time, right? It's about time. I gotta hop in on that, man. I was big into Diablo 2. Let me tell you, man. I don't know if you were into that at all, but Corpse Explosion on the Necro is one of the coolest spells ever, man. And then Diablo 3, I loved. I was, it got a bad rap, but I thought it was a solid game. And yeah, Diablo 4 now, man. I'm ready for it. Noger, you say Diablo 2 streams is what? Oh, it's what brought you into Twitch. Nice, man. Nice. Yeah, you're getting your stock loading Stones of Jordan, huh? Got a bunch of Stones of Jordan on your Diablo 2 account. That was like the currency, right? Everyone wanted those Stones of Jordan, right? It's like, what can you trade? What can you trade? Get as much magic find as you can, and go battle it up and see what drops you're gonna get, right? It was kind of fun, man. Every once in a while, it's like, oh, I got a green a green item, or I got a gold item, and then you look at it, and 99% of the time it's like, it's garbage, But then every once in a while, it's like really cool, right? And then you can like trade it. Mr. Llama, yeah, Mr. Llama, D2 streamer, yeah, he's a big dog, right? He's one of those big dogs, those guys that have like, the chat rolling so quick you can't even read it, right? Everyone's just like dick. Here's a picture of a dick, or like, fuck you, Mr. Llama, and then it's just like, the whole stream's just like flying by, I don't know, man. I don't know. I've hung out in big streams like that, That's just how it goes sometimes. But it's fun. It can be fun, right? Yeah, we're actually, Nilga, we're packing up, man. We are packing up. We're gonna raid an old buddy of mine, imbalanced physique. He's doing tarot right now, and tarot is something that a lot of people appreciate. I really don't know shit about tarot, but a lot of people in the holistic community, swear by it. And yeah, I think if you can derive benefit from something, if something is really helpful and there's a lot of utility in it, go with it. Noger, you say, yeah, 2,000 viewers during D4 streams currently. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I don't know how those guys do it. Like how do you like handle playing the game and dealing with chat? Like the main guy that I'm impressed with is Hikaru Nakamura. He's one of the top chess grandmasters in the world, and he's got like sometimes 20,000 people in his chat, and he's like playing some of the best players in the world, and he's like reading chat. He's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like, how are you playing like speed chess and reading chat and answering chat at the same time? It's like crazy. It's crazy what these guys can do. Like, I didn't think that kind of multitasking can exist. It's like, oh, I need to play out of my mind here, and I'm also going to talk to the chat while I play, right? It's pretty amazing. Nogu, you say he has a photographic memory. He doesn't have to actually read like we do. He just recognizes the shape of the words. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, man. But yeah, these guys can do some pretty fucking incredible shit. And maybe it is simply photographic memory. Maybe you can just fly through it. It just becomes like pattern recognition, right? But who knows? I mean, for me, it's definitely not like that. When I play chess on here and I'm communicating with chat at the same time, or even if I'm not communicating with chat, if I just know that the chat window's open, like my ELO drops about 300 points. It's crazy. I can't. It's like I can play the main concepts and the main ideas, but I can't hone in on all the subtleties of the position. And that's how chess is, right? There's a lot of main ideas in chess, right? Like, oh, you want your knights in the center. You want to develop your center pawns, right? You want to, get your bishops on open diagonals, things like that, right? But then, for those, there's also times to break those rules, right? Sometimes if you get a knight to the corner, you're going to win the game, right? Sometimes if you don't develop your center pawns, you're going to actually be in better shape, right? So, there's always weird instances in chess when you got to break the rules, and I don't notice those instances as much when I got chat open. Streamer brain is real. It's totally real, right? It's totally real. I have a tremendous amount of respect for those streamers that can play whatever game they're playing at a top level and still engage with chat in an entertaining way. And Hikaru's telling jokes and stuff too, while he's doing it. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. I don't know how they develop it, but it's pretty awesome. All right, so we're heading out. We're gonna go raid my buddy, yeah, that's about it. I love you all unconditionally, And yeah, at the end of the day, just be kind to the people around you. Be a nice human being and try your best. I know it's tough when you're sick or hungry or in pain. It's hard to be nice to people, but you just got to fight it. Just fight it as hard as you can and try to spread the love and light, because what else are you going to do as a human being that can to alleviate suffering, right, and bring more joy into this world. Okay, so anyways, that's it. That's my message. There you go. There's my metaphysics, in a nutshell. Be kind to the people around you, and yeah, just I will see you around. I love you all. Namaste.